Hello, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday with 3W. Wellness Wednesday is sponsored by 3W Medical for Women, a nonprofit medical clinic offering free of charge or low-cost reproductive health services to women in the Seattle area, regardless of income or insurance status. 3W does not profit off of the reproductive health choices women make. The information shared in this podcast is the opinion of the speaker or speakers. Medical information is not intended as individual medical consultation, but for general education only. Always consult your own health professional for personalized advice regarding medical decisions. And if you're in the Seattle area, consider making an appointment to consult with us. I'm Alejandra, Content Marketing Specialist at 3W Medical for Women and the host of today's podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday episode here with 3W. And today we have a very special guest. Her name is Alicia, and she's going to introduce herself, tell us a little bit about herself and why she's here.
Hi, everyone. My name's Alicia. I just came on this summer as the clinic intern for 3W. So I'm super excited to be here. I love working with 3W. Such an amazing team to be around. And yeah, I'm just super excited to be in this new role. I started out as a volunteer last summer and have just kind of been continuing serving here, and then had the privilege to come on almost full time this summer. So I'm totally loving it.
Yes. We're super excited to have you, Alicia. And I met you last year as I was coming on board onto the team. And I was like, oh my gosh. And seeing your, I think you were here for like a month or so, right? Mm-hmm. On your break?
Yes. So I go to college in Virginia, but my family's here. I live here. Washington and Seattle is my kind of place of permanent residence. And so I've just had the wonderful opportunity of getting to volunteer here when I come home. I started out in the summer, and then like Alejandra said, we met when I was here over winter break. And then now I'm back for the summer again. You can't get rid of me.
And 3 months this time, not 1 month. So it's great. So tell us a little bit about how you kind of got involved with 3W and now coming back, for the summer. What does this experience kind of entail for you as you prepare your next steps studying wise?
Yeah. So I am studying premed at my college in Virginia where I go. And so I have been looking around to try and get some sort of, clinical experience. I wanted to get into a medical setting and really just see what that's like. What is it like to work with patients and see patients and, shadow a doctor? And so I was really struggling with that for a while because of my position, because I'm only home in Seattle for the summers. So not a lot of places really wanted to take me for that limited amount of time.
Sure.
Everyone wanted like a full year or full 2-year commitment from me. And I'm like, but I'm being pulled back and forth in these different directions. And so I found 3W through my parents. My parents kind of were colleagues of Helen, our CEO. And so they told me about her clinic, and I emailed in and said, hey, I'm really interested actually in the OBGYN field. That's kind of a field that really piques my interest in medicine. And so I said, I'm looking to get some experience. Could I volunteer here? And so I came on last summer as a volunteer, and it's just been a really great, flexible place to be because I am pulled in those 2 different directions.
Sure.
They've been just super willing to work with me here, just come whenever you can. And so I was here serving for the summer. And then, like you said, I got to come back during that month I was home for winter break. And just really got to know and love the women here and just the way that they do medicine here. And so I was just interested in doing more. I just wanted to come here more.
Yes.
I was only here 2 days a week as a volunteer. I'm like, that's not enough. So I just got the opportunity to come on paid this summer, like I said, almost full time. And so that's been just a really great opportunity to get more involved, and I love it.
Yes. Well, I love, and I'm sure everybody as well, loves seeing you every day. It's kind of a nice change of pace. It's like, oh, we have another team member for the summer. It's so nice,
Yeah.
And I think it just contributes to so much because I know because you like being here, it shows, through, you helping the patients and shadowing Dr. Sue. It's just so nice to like see that extra passion
Yeah.
for something that you're so interested in,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I'm sure those that are listening, I'm sure you're not the only one that's pursuing medical school at such a young age too. That's another thing that just astounds me is your age and your passion for wanting to pursue medicine so early.
Yeah.
Because you were telling me that your family is they're primarily musicians, right?
Correct. Yeah. My dad is a musician. My brother was a musician for a while. I have a lot of aunts and uncles. And so they always kind of like to joke that I'm a bit of an oddball in the family. My parents are like, we don't know where you get this desire from, but it's great. So yeah, I just definitely medicine is not really a thing that's been in my family, but I just have always been intrigued by it, really passionate about it.
Wow.
I love learning. I love science, and I love how you get to apply all that to something so practical like the human body.
Sure.
And so I just always loved medicine, even though it's not really in my family. And 3W has been just kind of a good stepping stone along my way to getting to that final destination of hopefully one day being like Dr. Sue that's here. So.
Yes, that's exciting. And so tell us a little bit about what your role is as clinic intern, because it is a little different, right, than your medical volunteering previously.
Correct. Yeah. So this position has been very fluid. We kind of just created this position as I came on this summer. So it's definitely been a learning experience. But essentially what I get to do is a whole hodgepodge of things, which is great. I'm never bored. But I get to essentially keep my roles as a medical volunteer. So I get to help see patients, help assist our providers in the exam rooms, and assist with that sort of medical side of things. But then on the other hand, I am sort of the right-hand woman to our office manager, Lauren.
Awesome.
So she has been training me up on sort of the administrative side of medicine. So taking patient calls, checking them in, getting them scheduled on the calendar, and really just anything and everything that she needs help with in the office. I help pay bills. I help her with her fem stuff. Just, anything and everything that she needs help with, I'm there to do. And so it's a really unique position because I get to see so many of the different departments. You know, sometimes I'll be like, hey, Taylor, do you need any help in the advancement office today? Or, I'll help out our medical assistant with calling patients and organizing things and all that. So I'm kind of just think of myself as a floater. I get to go wherever the help is needed. So that's really fun.
That's awesome. Well, you're doing a great job. I know since you came on, what was it now? Beginning of May when you came in?
So a little over a year now.
Yeah. Wow. So about a year of you kind of in and out.
Yeah.
And getting full experience.
Yeah.
I think it's so great.
Yeah.
I think it's so great. And so what would you say is your favorite part of being here? I bet it's a lot different than what you were doing last summer, right?
Right. Yes.
You were working in a store, is that right?
Correct. Yeah. So I was working in a local grocery store last summer that I had been at for several years since high school, actually. And I'm just going into my senior year of college now. So it'd been a long, 3-4 years of working that grocery job, which was great. But, it's been really great to transition into a job that's much more applicable to my passions.
Exactly.
So I guess if I had to pick my favorite part, that's hard. There's just so many different things I get to do. I particularly love getting to be in the ultrasound room with Dr. Rutherford or whoever's in there. I love getting to just listen to her teach the patients. And, after seeing so many, I'm picking up on things now. Wow. And when she talks, I'm like, oh, that's right. I can see where that is. I can see where that is. And it's just a really unique experience. Not a lot of other clinics have doctors that spend so much time talking and teaching the patients through something like an ultrasound.
Sure.
And so many of our patients say that too. They're like, wow, I always just thought this was a big gray blob. I never knew what it was, and she really takes the time to teach them, okay, this is what we're seeing here, and this is what I'm doing here, and this is what's inside of you. And so that's just been a really great teaching opportunity. But also just, getting to spend more time here, I think is just my favorite. Like I said, I was only about 2 days a week before, and now I get to be here 3, 4, 5 days a week. And I just love it. I just love getting to spend the majority of my time here and just be in a really great work environment with some really great employees. And we just think we all just kind of try and challenge each other and build each other up. And it's just a good place to be, to grow and get on my next step towards the next goal. So
that's great. And the fun part is you, in your experience here, you have a connection here, know, and I think that's cool because we've seen volunteers come in and out with their time of studying, even just other students as well. And they've come back and they've said, hey, I'm doing this now. And I think it's so cool to see like people's journeys as they, this was a stepping stone for them. Right. So it's cool to see you having, being here now. And then I'm sure we'll be hearing from you when you start medical school.
I hope so.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Alicia, thank you so much for your time here with us. And I hope everybody that's listening has just gotten to enjoy learning a little bit about Alicia. And do you have any little last words for our listeners?
I would just say 3W is awesome. It's amazing. It's a wonderful place to be. It's a really great opportunity to give back to the community. And that's another thing I love about being here, is just getting to serve this community that I've been a part of for so long. And so I'm just very thankful to have that opportunity to be here and give back my time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you. And thanks to all our listeners. And please don't hesitate to call us if you have any questions about an appointment or a consult. And always don't forget to share this podcast with your family and your friends. And stay tuned for the next episode. For more information about 3W, please visit our website at 3wmedical.org. That's the number 3, the letter W, medical.org. From there, you can learn more about the services we provide, book an appointment, or make a donation if you'd like to support our mission. You can also call our office at 206-588-0311. That's 206-588-0311. If you liked this episode, please share it with others and consider subscribing on your favorite podcast platform so you'll never miss an episode. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, stay healthy and be well.